Factoring uses distributive property. We're going to use distributive property to factor. Okay? So what we need to do, the first thing, we need to find the GCF of each of these terms. So, what is the factors of 27? 9, which breaks down to what? 3 and 3. And what else? 9 times what gives us 27? 3. What is the factors of y squared?
Y and y.
Y and y. What about 18? What's the factors of 18?
2 and 9.
9, which breaks down to what? 3 and 3. What about y? Just y. So we have 3, we have another 3, and we have a y. So what is the GCF of 27y squared and 18y? Be about 9y.
Oh, yeah. How'd you get 12? I did.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is we're supposed to use distributive property, meaning I'm taking 9y out of this term and this term. Okay? So what is 27y squared when 9y is taken out of it? What is left? 3y. Okay? And what about 18y?
2y.
Not 2y, just 2, right? Because what's 18y times 2? Or what's 9y times 2?
18y.
18y. What is 3y times 9y?
27y.
27y squared. So this is our answer right here. 9y plus 3y plus 2. Write this down. Negative 4a squared b minus 8ab squared plus 2ab. So what I need to do is I need to find the GCF of each of these terms. Would 2 be a term?
Yeah. No,
We'll just assume that's a 4. Okay? It doesn't matter what the sign is in front. Okay?
2ab.
So 2, we could take 2 out of each of these, right? What about a?
Yeah, 1.
Right? We could take a out because there's an a squared here and a. Okay? So the GCF is a. What about b? Does b go in each one of these? Yes. Okay? It goes in every one of these because there's a b here, there's a b squared here, and a b. The smallest one is a b. Okay? So now we take that out of each one of these. What is 2ab out of negative 4a squared b?
2a.
About negative 2. Negative 2a, right? What about negative 8ab squared?
Negative 4.
Not a, just b, right? And then what?
1. Nothing.
Just 1. Okay?
Oh.
When you take something divided by itself, you get 1. You have to have the 1 in there. Okay? So this is our answer right here. No, write this one down. 15w minus 5v. We can take 5 out of each of these, right? What is 15w divided by 5? 3w. What is negative 5v divided by 5? Negative v, right? Alright, the 1's understood. Alright, we don't have to have it. And here's your answer. Factor by grouping. We have 4 terms here. Okay? So, instead of finding 1 for each, what we can do is we can break this up into groups. I'm going to do 4qr plus 8r in one group. Then I'm going to do this group, 3q plus 6. That's going to be another group. Okay? What can I take out of 4qr and 8r? What's the greatest common factor here? 4r?
Yeah.
Okay. What is left?
A.
That's a q.
Q.
Q plus what? What's 8r divided by 4r? How about 2? Okay. Because what's 2 times 4r? 8r. What can I take out of 3q plus 6? 3, what's left?
Q plus 3.
Q plus 2. You see a pattern here?
You get the same thing.
We have Q plus 2 here, and we have Q plus 2 here. So what we can do, we can combine 4R plus 3. This is just distributive property. 4R plus 3 and Q plus 2.
Whoa.
Okay. So this is factoring by grouping. Alright, write this one down. Alright, so I'm going to group this in the 3 NP plus 15P. And I'm going to group this one. That is an R. It's supposed to be N. Sorry. And then we're going to do negative 4N minus 20 here. Actually, I'm going to make this inside there. Sorry. I put the negative on the inside. Because if I put it on the outside, then it changes everything. We don't want to do that. Okay, what is the greatest common factor of 3NP plus 15P? 3. What's another factor? P. What is left? N. What's left of the other one? 5. Because what's 5 times 3P? 15P. What can I take out of negative 4N and negative 20? How about negative 4? Right? Is negative 4 a factor of each one of these? Okay, what is left? And what is left when you take negative 4 out of negative 20? Positive 5. That's why we took negative 4 out of it. Hey, look. And plus 5. And plus 5. So we add 3P and negative 4. And we write N plus 5 once. There's your answer. Shane, make sense?
That's kind of weird.
Okay, write this down. 2MK minus 12M plus 42 minus 7K. So I'm going to split these up. 2MK minus 12M and 42 minus 7K. What can I take? What's the common factor of 2MK and negative 12M?
2.
And what else? M? What is left when you take 2M out of 2MK? What is left when you take 2M out of negative 12M? Negative 6. What can we take out of 42 and negative 7K? 7. What is 42 divided by 7? 6. What is 7 when you take it out of, or what's negative 7K when you take 7 out? Negative K. Is this right? Look here, we have K minus 6 and we have 6 minus K. Can we do that? Can we combine those? No, you can't do that. So instead, okay, in taking 7 out, I'm going to take negative 7 out. What is 42 divided by negative 7? What is negative 7K divided by negative 7? Are these the same thing? Yes, they are. They're switched around. So I could switch this and make that K minus 6? Yep. So now we combine it. 2M minus 7 and K minus 6. We have to make these the same thing. If they're not the same thing, it will not work. And yes, here's our answer. Write this down. C minus 2CD plus 8D minus 4. So what can I take out of C and negative 2CD? What's left?
2D. Negative 2D.
1, right? What's C divided by C is what?
How'd you get 1?
Nothing. C out of C is 0.
No, it's 1. Okay.
You said 0 too.
What's C out of negative 2CD?
2D.
2D.
Negative 2D.
There you go.
What can I take out of 8D and negative 4?
4.
What's left?
8 or
D.
4D. 2D.
2D.
D minus 2.
4 divided by 4 is 2
1 Shane.
or 1.
Oh, I thought I was doing it.
Okay, is this right? 1 minus 2D and 2D minus 1. Are those the same thing? No, they're not the same thing. Okay. So instead here,
Negative 4.
yeah, you could do that. Okay, so let's take negative 4 out.
So it'd be negative 2D.
Okay, what's 8D
Negative.
divided by negative 4? Negative 2D, right? Please stop. Okay, we took 8 divided by negative 4, so that would give us a negative 2D. What is negative 4 divided by negative 4?
Positive 1.
Plus 1. Is this the same thing as this?
Yes.
Yes. So I combine C minus 4 and 1 minus 2D. Or you could do negative 2D plus 1. Don't matter. They are the exact same thing. There's your answer.
Wait, so
Shane.
I always mess up on the end result part. You just combine.
Zero product property. It says if A times B equals 0, then you have 3 different cases that could be true. A equals 0, B equals 0, or both A and B be 0. Which B is missing. This should be just B. Okay? So if you have 2 numbers multiplied and they equal 0, okay? Let's say A times B. Okay, then A could be 0, B could be 0, or A and B could both be 0. That's not a B right here.
No, and the problem.
A times B. Okay. We're saying this would be A and this would be B. Okay, because aren't these multiplied together? And what do they equal? 0. So either this will equal 0, or this will equal 0, or both of them will equal 0. So what I need to do is split them up. I need to find out what 2D plus 6 is. I need to find out what D is when it equals 0. So I need to find out what D is to make this 0. Please focus. So I subtract by 6. I have 2D equals negative 6. Divide by 2. Darius, are you writing this down? D is negative 3. Okay, so D could be negative 3. Okay, or we do 3D minus 15. We need to find out what that is, what the D is here. Okay, we add 15. 3D equals 15. We divide by 3. D is 5. So D could be negative 3 or 5. There are your 2 answers.
Could have both of those?
Yeah.
Sucks.
Because if you plug in negative 3, then this will become 0. What is 0 times a number?
0.
0. Okay. Yeah, make them both equal 0. It's like that case 1, case 2 when we're doing inequalities. Okay? Okay, write this down.
Oh.
We have C squared equals 3C. Shane, be quiet. C squared equals 3C. I'm going to get the variables on the same side. Okay, I want this to equal 0. So I'm going to go C squared. I'm going to subtract 3C to both sides. Okay, are these like terms? C squared and negative 3C? No. So all we do is write it just like this.
So now we gotta do more.
Okay?
I'm confused.
We just want to get everything on one side and 0 on the other.
I only see 0.
You don't see 0 right there?
One question.
It's not. I moved this over. So what's 3C minus 3C? 0. Okay. Now I factor. Look at. I take C out. What is left when I take C out of C squared? C squared divided by C is what? No, it's C.
What are you doing?
He's doing the
I'm
first-
taking C out of C squared.
Oh, okay, I see.
I thought you were doing the 3C.
Well, now I will. What's negative 3C divided by C?
-3.
Negative 3. Okay, this equals 0. So C is going to be what if a number is out here by itself? Right here. Okay, what could it be to make this equal 0? 0. Right? C equals 0. Because if this was 0, does it matter what's in here? No, because it's going to equal 0. What I also need to do is find out what's inside here. What's C minus 3 equals 0? Okay, we add 3. Okay, so C could be 0 or 3. Would it still equal 0? Yes. Okay, so these are your two answers. Because I can plug them in. If I put 3 in here and 3 in here, what's 3 minus 3? 0. What's 0 times 3? 0. Okay, if I put 0 right here, what's 0 minus 3? What's 0 times negative 3? How about 0? So C could be 0 or negative 3. Those are your two options. Your assignment.